Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making this lovely mermaid gown with cones. So today we'll be focusing on the cones, and this is my beaded fringe. I have a video on this, how to make beaded fringes, so check that out in the comment section. And this is the gown. It's a 6-panel cone gown. So let's get to the cutting table. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Hi guys. So to get our cone, we're going to do a little bit of calculations. So here is the full length of the gown. The full length of the gown here is 60, and the half length of the gown is 36.5. Then we have the round nail to be 43. That is where our cone is going to be joined to the half length of the gown. So we're going to be subtracting the half length from the full length. So 60, when you take out 36.5 from 60, you're going to be left with 23.5. So this 23.5, we're going to be adding seam allowances. We're going to be using 1/2 inch to join the upper part, and I like using 1 inch as my seam allowance for the lower part, even though I'm just going to use 1/2 inch to join it. So you know it's going to be heavy, so it's always tends to jump up after sewing and everything. So we are adding plus 1.5 to this, so we have 25. Okay, 23.5 plus 1.5 will give us 25. So this is the length of our cone. Okay, so this round nail, I only have 2 yards of collar stay, so I'm trying to manage my collar stay. Okay, so this round nail 43, we have to divide it by 6, because we are dividing by 6 because it's 6 cones. If you're doing 4 cones, please divide by 4. If you're doing 12 cones, please divide by 12. If 43 divided by 6, and we'll have 7.2. So we're going to be adding seam allowances to this 7.2, but that's after it's unfold. So we're going to be cutting on fold. So guys, this is our cone. Okay, so guys, this is one cone. So the length here is going to be, from here to here is going to be 25. Okay, so 25 inches length. And the width, you can do as much as you desire. So I'll check how many my 2 yards of collar stay will give me, and I will know how many the width of my cone should be. So guys, let's assume this is our pattern paper on fold. So because it's on fold, our 7.2, how did we get it? 7.2, 43 divided by 6. Our 43 is the round nail, our 6 is how many cones we want. So 43 divided by 6 will give us 7.2. So 7.2, because our fabric is on fold or our paper is on fold, we have to divide it by 2, and that is 3.6. So here we're going to be marking our 3.6. From here to here on a straight line, mark your 3.6. So let's assume that is 3.6. And the width of our cone, let's assume this is the whole width of the cone. Okay, so what I like doing is this: I will have to rule out the 1 inch I left for seam allowance down here, so that I'll have my actual length. You see that? This, let's assume this is the 1 inch I left for my seam allowance. So this is the actual length of the cone, and this also is the 1/2 inches for the upper part. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So From here now, I'll come up from my actual length. I'll come up by 5 inches. Are we following? From my actual length, I'll come up by 5 inches. So when I'm ruling down, when I'm trying to connect this now, I will connect to that 5 inches mark, like so. You rule it down, connect to the 5 inches mark, like so. Okay, then you use your curve. To curve this place to the remaining, you know, is left. We are left with 5 inches here, so you want to connect this to this part, so you use your curve to do that. You have to use your curve to connect it. Okay, so you have this. Let's cut it out and see what we have, and that's our comb. So we'll go ahead to duplicate it. Sorry guys, I'll connect it to the, I'll add the sewing allowance when connecting. So this is the one I'm cutting out. So this is it. So guys, this is our imaginary cone, or let's just say an example. But when we want to do it, we have to do it very well. So let's get to the pattern paper and we'll see what we have. Okay. So guys, from our measurements, we have here, this is the length of our cone. Let me take that measurement. So what I have here is 24.5. So I'm going to be adding half inch when I'm cutting on my fabric. I'll be adding half inch up. So this is 24.5. So when I want to cut on my fabric, I'm going to be adding half inches here. Okay, so the width of our cone is 3.6. So I'm going to mark down my 3.6. Then I'm going to add seam allowance of half inch from that 3.6 mark, and there we have it. So I told us I like coming up. I like my deducting my seam allowance before taking up my 5 inch, or if you want, you can leave it and add it up to your 5 inches. So from here now, from this edge, I'm going to come up by 5 inches, like so. This is my 5 inches. Okay, so all I need to do now is to connect from this part here down to my 5 inches mark. From the sewing allowance, I'll connect down to my 5 inches mark, and there you have it. Okay, so next thing we are going to do is to connect our cone. From this part, we are going to come down to the bottom of the paper with your curve ruler or anything curvy, just to get the curve of the cone. So this is what we'll have. Just to get it curvy, use something curvy to get that. So this is what we have. So you just use your hand to make it perfect. So when I'm cutting that out, I'll cut it like this. So this is our cone. We are done. Let's cut it out. Remember, you'll be adding half inch up when you're cutting on your fabric. And there we have our cone. Okay, so this is our cone, and when you open it up, this is what you're going to have. So we're going to be using this to cut out 6 fabric, 6 color stay, 6 paper stay, and 6 lining. Okay, so I'll do that now and I'll show us what we have. Hi guys, so I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric and lining with the pattern that we just made. Okay, so this is my main fabric and this is my stiffening. Can you see it has the gummy side? This is the gummy part, so this you gum it on top of the clothes. Okay, and this is my paper stay for my lining, and this is my lining. Yeah, I'm sorry, I ran out of black and I had to use red since there is a bit of red on the fabric, so I just do with what I have. Okay, so basically I'm going to iron this color stay on my fabric and I'll iron the hair stay on my lining. Okay, and we'll be right back. I've gone ahead to iron my color stay or stiffening on my main fabric, and on my lining I've gone ahead to iron my paper stay on it. So all that is left here now is to join each cone with the lining. The method I'm going to be using to stitch this up is my own very method of 1440 degree peplum. If you've not seen that video, I'll put the link in the description box below so you can check that out. So I will just give one sample of what I'm going to do and I will do that. So all I need to do now is to join the base together. Pick one lining and pick one main fabric and join the base together. So I think I'll have to do that now. I'll come back and show us what I have. Okay, so guys, I've finished turning the base of each comb with the lining. There is something that I did that helped me out a lot, and I'm going to give you guys that tip. You see, when I was cutting my collar stay, I had to leave. If you can see around here, there's no collar stay. Around here, no collar stay. The upper part, no collar stay, and the down part too, there was no collar stay at all. So I subtracted all those sewing allowance that I gave, and I didn't add collar stay to those parts. Okay, so that was why when I was turning this, as you can see this now, I've not pressed it, but you see they are all relaxed. I've not pressed them at all, but they are all relaxed. Once you do it like this, it will give this place some ease. It won't be too hard, it won't be thick. Okay, it will give it ease to relax. So I'll go ahead now to press it, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. To join each cone now, you face the cone. Okay, the red lining is 3 and the other one is 3, so I'm going to be interchanging them. So this is what I'm going to be doing. This is my very own method of knit finishing. If you want to get the comprehensive details, like well detailed video of how to join this, watch my video on how to join 1440 degree peplum. Okay, it's the same method and it will give you a very neat finish. So all I need to do now, there are 2 methods which I also mentioned in the video. You can open up this and sew lining to lining straight down. When you reach here, you sew fabric to fabric, but it's kind of too long for me. So all I will do is make sure these edges, they are matching they are matching together. Just make sure they match. So you flip this lining over, flip this lining over like so. Make sure you're picking the 4 of them, the 2 lining and the 2 fabric. Once you pick them like so, then you sew. Okay, you start from the edge there down to the upper part. So I'll do that for the 6 of them right now, and I will show you. Please watch my video on how to sew 1440 degree peplum with knit finish. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below, right? So I will go ahead now to join all this and show you guys what it looks like at the end. All right. Hi guys, so this is our panel cone dress. Can you see? Can you see how lovely it is? Look at it. Can you see? This is so beautiful. So guys, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Please support the channel by sharing the videos. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next class. Bye.